Okay, I'm gonna be talking about why I fucking hate Yuji with a burning passion. It's not particularly about his character itself, it's just how he's designed. I understand he's an early character, I understand he came out very early in development. And, like, he's the second character in the roster. But, like, I think it's apparent even Z hates this character. But he doesn't really seem to want to rework it, because this character has a habit of sucking the joy out of everything within a 12-mile radius of it. And there are a plethora of reasons why. Scaling from the dumbasses that play it who go, ooh, you gonna hit me? Ooh, I'm gonna hit me? Do that. Ooh, 1, 3 M1s. And then, ooh, I just behind you. Ooh, I just behind you. There's dumbasses like that. And then there's guys who miss, the kinds of people who just, they just miss everything. The kinds of motherfuckers who do every tech under the sun and still die because most of the quote-unquote techs they use just make them look good. Like, ooh, yeah, you're using Crushing Blow +2 to dash at me. As if a million other people don't do that. Like, it's so overused that you know they're gonna dash at you 90% of the time. Or just press 1! Hey bro, check out my mix-up. The mix-up in question. Either 3 or 2, because it's the only fucking things you have other than dashing. The fainting mechanic, while a cool idea on paper, it seems like it's mostly just dwindled down to Crushing Blow +2. Curse Strikes +2. I don't think I've ever seen someone faint Divergent Fist. Mostly because you can't really commit to it. You can't commit to any fainting, actually. You're able to faint fucking M1s. What human being is reacting to M1s on the go? Like, just straight up raw reaction time. What human being is reacting to Crushing Blow unless they're, like, in a combo and trying to not get hit? What human being expects a Yuji to faint anything? Like, genuinely. How would you even... I don't know what I'm talking about expecting Yuji to faint. It's just fucking gimmick. Okay, anyways. Like, how is this supposed to trick people? Like, ooh, I'm doing this move, and then I just do another move with the exact same wind-up speed. The main issue with fainting isn't the mechanic itself. It's the execution and the moves it's paired with. Toto's fainting is a good example. It's still kind of dumb, but it's much more well executed. You want to know why? Because his kid's wind-ups are much longer and can actually be reacted to. So people will, like, actually react if you use the swift kick or the punch or any other move that can be feinted. So, like, the wind-ups are well obvious and they can be feinted. You can actually trick people with them. Meanwhile, Yuji's wind-ups are all so fucking short, half the time the people you're fighting won't even actually register them. They're just like, oh, he fainted that? Okay, I guess. I didn't even know he was throwing that out until I heard the sound. Like, people aren't watching you like a goddamn hawk when they're trying to fight you. That's not possible. They have to focus on themselves as well. They gotta focus on their positioning. They gotta focus on their cooldowns, their ult, their evasive, shit like that, their health. They gotta focus on everything, not just you. Some people don't have that level of reaction speed. Hell, even I don't. And I've been playing this game for years. Well, not just this game, like the genre. Human beings don't work like that. Only like half the people here, minimum, actually have, like, the reaction speed adequate to register this shit. So, like, how many people does that dwindle down to? How many people does that cut out of the collective? Because, like, again, who's falling for these? Even if you like try to feint at the last second, you can't. Unless you're a god tier with timing. Because, like, the wind-ups, they're all exactly the same. Boop. 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 The wind-ups are all basically exactly the fucking same, and they're all extremely short. It's really hard to react to these on the go. Things with audible audio cues, like the 4 move of manga guy who I don't care enough to remember the name of. Things like that, which are most notably indicated by audio cues or visible, very noticeable wind-ups, but are still fast. Those are good examples of things that could be reacted to at this speed, but no. The sound for the wind-up doesn't play until you're already halfway in. And for Divergent Fist, there is no sound cue. For Crushing Blow, it's just a fucking whoosh that is extremely quiet. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. You can't react to these. So there's no trickery possible. What was initially intended to be like some sort of trickery mechanic just devolved into a crappy movement ability. Because that's what everyone uses it for. Movement. Nothing else. Name one person who unironically feints M1s. Have you ever even seen someone feint an M1? I haven't. I don't think anyone would in any circumstance. Manji Kick, I don't really have any quarrel with. Not because it's like a good move or anything. No, it's just a generic counter. But there's no sugarcoating it. It's just a generic counter. I don't have any real issues with the ult. It's just a generic ult. Strong. That's about it. M1s are a little stupid, I'll admit that. And I don't like how every move in his kit is unblockable. Yes, I understand that base on the ground dismantle is blockable. That's it. Unblockable. 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 I also have a quarrel with Rush and Open specifically because they are just extremely hard to deal with. Not particularly because of like wind-ups or dodging them or anything. Well, that already is an issue because I don't have really good ping. Ping is an issue regardless of what move you're doing. But particularly because of fucking iframes. Like, the only way you're dealing with this move is with a counter move. And not many characters have that. Open, on the other hand, is just complete iframe abuse. And if you're up close, you're gonna have a hard time dodging it, not just because of the arrow's large hitbox, because of the blast radius afterwards. If that shit triggers on you, you know what they're gonna do? You wanna know what they're gonna do? Domain on your ass, and then you're gonna die, because they're gonna go dismantle air, and boom, and if you survive that, they'll go rush, or with the dismantle. I don't have any, not dismantle, cleave. I don't have any quarrels with cleave. Okay, cleave is neat. I feel like cleave should be the more viable option for bypassing block. Not just every fucking move. Okay? I understand a lot of ults are supposed to be strong, but sometimes it feels like they're a little too strong. You know? Higuruma's ult is manageable. You can deal with him. Ryu's ult, while it may seem a little ridiculous, you can manage. If you know how to deal with them, you know how you can handle them quite fine. Even 10 Shadows ult, as bullshit as it is manageable. Perfection ult, that's manageable. But then you have the bullshit like Gojo. Wait, no, Gojo's not that bullshit. You can cancel his moves and just stand near him with purple. But then you have Hakari. Hakari's ult being strong is justified. He's immortal. That's fine. I understand these two. They're strong characters. I understand this is a strong character too. But they have their own little downsides, right? They have their own little downsides. Or their own justified reasons. And even then, they have their own methods to be dealt with. But meanwhile, ults like this, there is no dealing with it. There is none. You can't deal with it. That's the main quarrel I have. It's on the likes of, I hate to say this, it's among the likes of Naoya's ult, or fucking Yuta. How did I forget his name for a second? What I'm trying to say is... Okay, I don't even know what I'm on about anymore. Listen, I'll level with you. I don't like this character. It's just so poorly designed. There's little to no counterplay with the ult. There's no variety with the base kit. He's just so fucking boring! In a game full of amazing things, so many beautifully executed characters, so many perfect gimmicks, just so well executed. Even Gojo, fucking Yuji's predecessor, the first character made for the game, is beautifully executed. And he's old as shit. He's old as shit and he still works just fine. He's great. He's full of variety. He has so many variants. He's getting changes. You can follow things up. Okay, he gets his own input streams. He gets his own everything. But you know what Yuji gets? Nothing. He's just basically the same as he was day one, but slightly worse. He's the same as day one, just slightly shittier. Meanwhile, every other character under the sun is getting love in some way, shape, or form. It feels like Yuji alone is just like a fucking relic. And I don't want to sound like someone who treats games like live service streams. Because I don't. I hate thinking like that. I despise that. But when I look at Yuji, I just see a sad, lifeless, boring relic that sucks the joy out of everything it comes into contact with. That's all I see. And when I look at people who play it, I feel bad for them. I pity them, because that's a sad fucking existence right there. Do you think they're happy? Do you think those people are happy with what they do? One must imagine the Yuji mains happy. They get no new content, they get no attention, no one likes them, the creator of the game fucking hates them. Everyone hates them, me included. It feels like looking at a dark shade of gray among a fucking rainbow. You look at the rainbow and it's like, why the fuck is gray there? What is that doing there? They stick out like a sore thumb in the worst way possible. And they make sure it's your problem. Everywhere you go. They're the ones that are going to be the most obnoxious because they have nothing better to do. Because they don't get anything new in their lives. They live primarily off the misery of others. They live to be annoying so that they can get a slight boost of dopamine. Because there's nothing fun about their kit. There is nothing that it sparks joy on its own. There's no dopamine rush of baiting someone out. There's no rush of getting a good mix-up. There's no rush of finding a new combo on the fly. None of that. They don't get that joy. They live primarily off the fucking reactions of others because they don't get anything on their own. They're the middle child, starved for everything. They are a hungry animal that is desperately trying to eat whatever fucking crumbs that it can get its hands on. I pity them. But at the same time, I wholeheartedly despise them. And I will probably never change my opinion in